Thank you.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Bridgeside Live. Last week, we had a bit of a problem. We had a lot of snow. We didn't do a show. But with the safety of our crew, we're back with the Avid Gamblers.
Mic check. Bridgeside Live, hey, thank you for having us. We are the Avid Gamblers. I'm K Chromosome. About to go on a ride. Check, yo. It's all hidden in the data file. So act like you know and fake a smile. Unidentified ticker tape parade in your honor. You know this is gonna take a while. Slow and low, that is the tempo. But a pimp mode, Grinch stole Christmas business that we info. Back when I was bumping flip mode, phone was still a flip. So I put it on a napkin and tapped you all the info. That's a VOD, burn on delivery, but learn what you've given me. Nothing binds like a handshake, except an unplanned vacation, so let it be. There's a scam on the blackboard, and now you got a stamp on your passport. But that feeling that you override is you think of me when it's voting time under the table, under the table. If you're willing and able, there's no above board, it's just under the table, under the table. If you're willing and able, there's no above board, it's just under the table now. I brought Captain Romance on guitar. And Angry Ben on the drums. Check. It's all hidden in between the lines. Where profits can grow, so feed the line. And cop the next spinner like you've been doing. Farm to table, we cultivate influence. And if it doesn't feel organic, we're back to the drawing board with more planning. Less so fights and more tannins. We wait by the gate when your plane's landing. Bystanders don't away my standard of care. And now I got you standing right here. Feeling like if I nail the sales pitch, it's hand over fist in a tailspin whale fishing. One catch with the hooks in. Going all in with books made. Took shape soon as you took the call. And it's okay if you don't want to look involved, cause we're under the table. Willing and able, there's no above board, it's just under the table. Under the table. If you're willing and able, there's no above board, it's just under the table now. Willing and able, no above board, it's just under the table. Under the table. If you're willing and able, there's no above board, it's just under the table now. Yeah, so thank you guys for having us tonight. If you like what you hear out there, we've got 2 EPs on SoundCloud, both released in 2016. This next track is the title track of our first album. It's called DC Manhattan. And round we rapping. And round we rapping. Round we rapping. Rapping. Check. I got impeccable flow that'll let it be known, set it in stone, and don't let the editors roll. I never been told any sort of method of code, so I'ma grow on my own. Till the credits are shown and I'm prone to catch wreck in a half sec. I never half step. Did you hear them tracks yet? Thoughts connect. On your last breath, you were tossed to the wolves. What's a fool to expect? When you're in it, I move to reflect. I destruct and rebuild, improvement, invest. Music and stress, opposites attract. If you can attest, they got a lot to add on the front end. What wins when we jump in? Ain't so much about death and destruction, nah. You gotta question how it is. Well, it starts with evolution and ends with reconstruction now. And round we rapping. Round we rapping. Whether I'm in DC or downtown Manhattan. Round we rapping. Round we rapping. Round we rapping. Whether I'm in DC or downtown. There ain't nothing that you can tell me. My crew can't abuse the melody. You know we're making music daily. Got the drums, the guitar, ukulele. But that's just the start of it. They asked me where I started at. DC, where traffic give you a heart attack. So I kept it on spin like the laundromat and headed up the road cause I don't believe in cul-de-sacs. All I needed was a warmer jacket, shoes with better traction, some extra passion. So I check who's the next to cash in and stay on deck just to feel the gab laugh. Yo, basic gist what the statement is. Don't just follow your dreams, you run away with them. KRS told the world in 86. Never had people making it. And from the people taking it. And round we rapping. Round we rapping. Whether I'm in DC or downtown Manhattan. Round we rapping. Round we rapping. Round we rapping. Whether I'm in DC or downtown Manhattan. My pleasure to introduce to you, to the world. Sounds really good in here. Everybody online, thanks for checking us out. The origin of that song is, traveling back and forth a lot. I'm originally from the DC area, traveling back and forth, DC to New York City. But, sometimes you gotta get even further away. I'm actually going to Dallas on Friday. And actually right after this show, I got a flight to catch. It's going down like excavation. Preparation, accurate equation. Laptop backdrop, that's my pending vacation. Steady sipping libations. Never know where we might connect. Whether up, down, right or left. One of those spots it'll be nice to check. And I'll be there in my flight's direct. Let me see what time it'll be. I got a carry-on bag and an aisle seat. As we ascend 35,000 feet, your eardrums pop like the dilated peeps. We're rocking the science, the evidence is vibrant on your eyelids. So here's a drink to align with my vibe. And yo, throw back one of Brooklyn's finest now. But where am I going? Where am I going now? And where are you going? Sing along at home, sing along at home. Where am I going now? 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 And where am I going now? And I would say that it's my birthright to party too hard on the first night and party too hard on the last night. So I'm hungover for return flights. We keep it moving like inertia. It goes perfect with no turbulence. I grab a water from the stewardess and she look at me and say, who is this? And I look back with a deep disdain. Actions a lot of what the people say. I grab a book, then I read in place, cause I don't really sleep on planes. Yo, touchdown, new day, new moon. It always feels like it's over too soon. After that, and we packed in a cab. You know we going back to the lab like, where am I going? Where am I going now? And where are you going? Sing along right now. Where McGowan now. That's off the 2016 EP, came out in November of last year. It's called Rooftops. So we got Rooftops and DC Manhattan, both available on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Bridgeside Live, all that. When we started doing music, you know, every band is like, what does you guys sound? And everyone wants to say we don't really have a sound. And we know we do, but we're like, all right, let's try and really do something different. And Rashid looked at me and he was like, can you rap fast? Like really fast? Look at the future we've gotten to now, and I can't believe I used to let them break my confidence down. I'm walking around with a strut like the talk of the town, but you never know, I might be walking the trail. It's such a team fate that it might seem fake. I turn a clean slate to my dreamscape in a sweepstakes. Life isn't a cheap date, but she makes decisions in a freeze frame as we stay. On call like an intern searching, I get burned working until it turns perfect. If I ain't there yet, then I ain't working hard enough, and I started off learning the inverted version. Since then, a different person, doing more with my second than I did my first. When and I'm bursting at the seams versus everything else. Now we're climbing out the bottom of a deep well. Said, can you rap fast? Can you rap fast? Wayside of a hovercraft, breaking out the bubble wrap, under attack and never coming back. Wayside of a hovercraft, breaking out the bubble wrap, under attack and never coming back. Wayside of a hovercraft, breaking out the bubble wrap, under attack and never coming back. Never coming back. We felt resilient was a word that'll best describe just how I'll take your timeline and bend it, similar to wormholes that you ain't ever seen. Just started out right now, living a dream, a sinister scheme of evildoers reaching through a portal, trying to keep maneuvers of the mortal that are glued to that force field, making us think that they gotta do it how we dole it out, so it's more real. One too many children in the cornfield. It's an ordeal of ordained talk, dates and turnstiles. I turn wild when faced with the evil that meant to, of course, but still the essential element that fight off an elegant design flaw. My cause, I was battling the nemesis. Remember this and that sunset I ride off in, never wasting a thought on what might have been. Never wasting a thought on what might have been. Wayside of a hovercraft, breaking out the bubble wrap, under attack and never coming back. Wayside of a hovercraft, breaking out the bubble wrap, under attack and never coming back. Wayside of a hovercraft, breaking out the bubble wrap, under attack and never coming back. Never coming back. And I was wayside. The waves were yay high. And I'm the same guy, stay fly, fortified live, this is more than my crime. Hovercrafts by the Avid Gamblers. Sounds good in here, man. Did I say that already? It sounds really good. All right, so in the spirit of that, you know, growing up, I've been a hip-hop fan since like the mid-'90s. And one of the groups I always thought was incredibly slept on, that no one ever brings up. It's so easy to be like, oh, I like Nas, I like Jay-Z, I like Wu-Tang Clan, I like Tupac, I like Scarface, which all those things are true for me. But I feel like Bone Thugs and Harmony is like one of those groups that never gets brought up. So this is far from a cover, but it's a little bit of a tribute. The name of this track is Fast. We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. Check it out like this. I look both ways before I came at the wall, but nowadays I'm jaywalking cause I ain't in the mode. At the open mic, busy catching the groove and fucking with you, it's like I got nothing to prove. If I thought that somebody was clowning me, I don't know, what just always brought it out of me. About to see of my economy, got body and I find a things high quality. On the way to find a rule buying pottery, hot toddy and a rising sun, Sean Connery. On the way to Malibu buying property, not having it but the rising sun's on par with me. Lived in MD, quarter of a century, border of the north was explored. Presented me the opportunity to degrade the losing streak. Take it to the place of music be. Who is he? Who are they? Who are we? Angry Man T, gross enough, the one and only king from the zone. Who are they? Who are we? Knew right away there was gonna be a problem. Instincts to earn my trust like that, so I turned around, bust right back to the point of confusion. It felt like a trap. Ahead of the stress, but nevertheless, I feel the onset of a directionless quest. Who God's instinct to fly this big? Mind is a terrible thing to chase. I'm so down, it sounds corny to say it. Put anybody in my place, I ain't making it up. I wouldn't say I'm taking it rough, cause all I do is spin records while I'm blazing the blood. Hoping the path that we're taking us come full circle like 2-pot radius. Frustrated and it's there to see. It's like therapy to share the air we breathe now. Who are they? Who are we? I'm the one that only can chromosome. Who are they? Who are we? And I'm the one that only can chromosome. And the question that never gets asked enough. The question that never gets asked enough. Can a drummer have some? Can a drummer have some? Ladies and gentlemen, taking you on a ride. In fact, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get high, get high. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. You know I gotta do the high notes. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Get high. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Speaking of Bone, there's only one rapper that did their sound at their prime better than they did. And it's only fitting to be in Brooklyn right now to do this. And let's ride, and let's ride. All this dangerous, and ain't nobody can hang with us. And it's straight up, we know angel dust, and they label us notorious. So-called fools that love to bust, they try to touch while y'all be scrambling, gambling in restaurants with mandolins and violence. I'm just sitting there trying to win, try not to sin. High on weed and lots of gin, so much smoke need oxygen. Steadily counting them Benjamins, and you would too if you knew what this game will do to you. And I've been in this shit since '92. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, get high. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, get high. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, get high. And let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, get high. Thank you, guys. Studio audience is loving this. I hope you guys are loving it at home. Shout out for everyone checking in. Chrome Bills fans, I know you're out there. Chrome Billionaires. A Sizzleneck on the drums. We do this all day and all night. Literally, we are studio rats. Mic check. From the left to the right, and the low to the high, we got the beats and the rhymes. And I'm always wanting more, thinking, will I live another 24? Highlighting my life, and face the fact it's finite. All within the eyesight, I'm fireside for another diatribe. Just waiting when the time's right. It's all day and all night, so from dawn to dusk and dusk back to dawn. Along for the ride, in fact, latching on. Sign of the times and style be the king when the rhymes and strings reign supreme. Maybe your last hope, rapid growth. Did you want it fast or slow? Yo, I don't know. Is this a rap show? I don't know. All I know is the drummer be the backbone. From the left to the right, from the low to the high, we got the beats and the rhymes. All day and all night. From the left to the right, from the low to the high, we got the beats and the rhymes. It's all day and all night. Bring it down till there's nowhere to go but up. I don't care how bad it's gone. On some other shit, just tell me what tomorrow's like. That's what I got my sights on when the night calls. Treat it like Apollo night. Fights follow, might holler cause the dollar's right. The Dolomite, dynamite, oversight. Got you hooked like China White overnight. So precise, I came with the vinyl slice. Open, bone, and cut like a sharpened knife. So consumed, in tune to get the party right. I grabbed the Guinness and I passed on Bacardi Sprite. Nowadays, the dopeness be all I write. Otherwise, I'd have to keep it all inside. Y'all can try to change your battle game plan. I know what you're gonna say, but boy, you know you're gonna say it so. From the left to the right, from the low to the high, we got the beats and the rhymes. All day and all night. From the left to the right, from the low to the high, we got the beats and the rhymes. Go like this. It goes left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. It's all day and all night. 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 All day and all night. Shout out to Dennison, by the way, and Dave for hooking the show up. We appreciate it. This next track, what is it, Simultaneous?
Indeed.
This is off the first EP. This is off of DC Manhattan. I'm always ready to jump in, right? And then it's like, and I was seeing the world from a car seat, listening to Marley is left within arm's reach. Pardon me, an artery. I keep the flow going while my heart beats, and pardon me, I gotta testify, never mind. How if others leave during setup lines, and I'm walking that thin line, like the one that divides pesticide and genocide till the end of time. Rectify, ratify, strategize, magnify, speed of the satellite increases the appetite. Whether or not you believe in the afterlife, following the signs. Sometimes bad advice, guided by fear, it means you're already dead. The assailant is a thought in your head. You thought I'm in a coffin instead, but you can pause and regress to how you got in this mess. It had to do with guidance, follow the leader. Rock him and Eric beware, cause these stairways to heaven got you following signs. Again, it's simultaneous, I bet, not containing it. Simultaneous, I bet, not containing it. Simultaneous. And just so you know, And just so you know, we break it down like this. To understand another plan to get the upper hand. Stretch a rubber band and I'm pushing on the system like no others can. Running back, all systems must go. I mean, we brought 50 people to Ludlow. Left field where you bury your worst until they heard us and said carry the torch. Gave every rule cause they're rarely enforced. No hosier but you take me to church. Cherry on top of my favorite dessert. And of course, uplift this distorted portion. I can't describe it, but I can pick it out. Bass bumping so hard, we're pouring liquor out, yo. I throw it back, no reason to save it. It's simultaneous, I bet, not contained. Simultaneous. Break it down like this. Rashid on guitar, Captain Romance taking the hand up. What would you even call that? The hand was I don't even know. It was hands free, pick free. Ah, this is good. This is good. What do we got? 2 left? Relaxing songs. Yeah. It's actually the lead single off of the new album. We also just got booked to be on Transformers 12 with this, so I'm very happy. And I got it. And I got it. I got it. That riff. I got it. I heard that leaders are readers, but I always found it more like deceivers and cheaters who keep up with a mistrust and cheapen the discourse within us. And it's more than a lift up and a quick pluck. Notice in the time lapse it'll start sloppy if there's no hard copy in my grasp. So if I ask to keep a record in my record, keep it, never sleep. Focus on a better weekend where you got on the rooftop with a few rocks, there's a few shots, and there's music and confusion and a new fly, an illusion as a new now. What I'm doing, grab the boombox and some rules when we went from lucid to elusive as a unit. Cause I got this with a lockbox in my pocket. It's top notch, no shock top. We hotbox that faucet. The lesson and the messages don't mess with the man who holds it all in his possession. Yeah. Ha, ha, I got it. Ha, ha, I got it. Ha, ha, I got it. Don't worry about it, I got it. Don't worry about it, I got it. And I got lots of plans to grow organically and extend the olive branch. Now's a chance for lots of lovers to package and ravage the stocking stuffers. Not discover a rotten plant. Learning chance like a bird in the hand with a fertile land. Take the vertical stand, hurdle advance. I'm underground, but that surface is grass. Uncertainty vast, putting on my surgical mask. Fly your rhymes, the diatribe is iodine. Clean it up when it cuts, that's why I'm alive. from the 45, on point like a porcupine, halfway through a quart of wine. It's a style over substance. I pointed to the sustenance that comes in abundance. And luck with this conundrum. I ain't up for this discussion or topic. Just once we lock it down, yo, I got this. Ha, ha, I got it. Ha, ha, I got it. I got it, don't worry about it, I got it. 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 I got it. A lot of pretty intense songs, but as we know, every band has a ballad. Every band has a ballad. So before we get out of here, this is Still There, a.k.a. Looking Back. You got the pipes ready? Check. And I was aging like fine wine, predated the grind time. It's more like 8 to 6 at my 9 to 5. Back in 9-5, up in 95.5. On car rides, no hard drives or Wi-Fi. Sitting here some 20 years later, I survived a few moments near fatal. Energized, offset by the center line. Off kilter with no thought filter. Let it build up, that pressure burst pipes. Smarter now, it's a lesson learned life. Ensemble in a double entendre is up, up, down, down like Chico's to Contra. Contrary to the constant conflict, past the conch shell, calm down, climb in. I'ma kick it like Ronda Rousey or that near miss quick chip by Chris Wondolowski.
I know I'm grown, but when I'm looking back,
looking back, I'm still there. Looking back, I'm still there. And you know we had the best times. Strangers couldn't get a word in edgewise. Outside playing cards in somebody's yard. Spitting raps, playing ball if you got a rim. Locked in to ideas that pop in. Balancing the challenges, feeling like, yo, I got this. Rob Swift in disguise with a disc got designed to play all day but at different times. Out of sight, out of mind. What you see in honesty as an alibi. The battle cry needed more distress. I'm on the baseline, it's like you forced me left. We connect through space, time, and grapevine. Stay wide awake. Moves I gotta make, truth you gotta face. Clear as day, and then your life unfolds in mysterious ways. When
I know I'm grown, but when I'm looking back,
looking back, I'm still there.
I know I'm grown, but when I'm looking back,
Looking back, I'm still there. And I know I'm grown. And I know I'm grown. Looking back, I'm still there. I know I'm grown, but looking back, we're still here. So, looks like we got a couple minutes left. Before we get out of here, I kind of want to freestyle on like a Broadway beat. Are you guys okay with that? It goes a little bit like this. I am not throwing away my shot, and I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country when y'all try to trump me. I am not throwing away my shot, and I am not throwing away my shot, and I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country when y'all try to trump me. I am not throwing away my shot. It's like, oh shit, we gotta see this motherfucker in office. Yesterday he's on TV, looking at the FBI and CIA. All this shit, it's all Steve Bannon. They had a press conference, they wouldn't even let C-SPAN in, or CNN, or matter of fact, anyone who even speaks Spanish. Probably anybody that rhymes. They won't talk to the Post or the Times. Look at the depth and the place that we climb. I gotta say fuck Donald Trump, and I just did it right here on Bridgeside Live. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country when y'all try to trump me. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And I am not throwing away my shot. My shot. They be like, hey Chrome, how do you rap hard? Come to the studio in somebody's backyard. And on the mic I stay sick. Made a trip from Manhattan to Bay Ridge. And everybody can explain I took the A from work and transferred to the R train. And I'm just catching wreck. When I made the transfer, it was Metro Tech. I'm like, damn, I wanna have a drink after this. Maybe a little bit of pizza. I'ma charge it to my pizza. I'ma come out here, they're gonna hand me the food and be like, eat up, keep up, that ill shit. So, put it up on the Instagram or the Facebook or the YouTube. And this is some old school shit that we just made so new school. Cause I am not throwing away my shot. 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 Take them out, fellas. Get those out! We're the Avid Gamblers. Thanks for checking us out, y'all. SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify. Peace.
Thank you. That was sick. Avid Gamblers up in the ante here at Bridgeside Live. That was sick. Loved it, guys. If you loved it as much as we did, you better send them questions. We're coming back on YouTube and Facebook. We're going to give it to the band. But first, we're going to play a song from the last band we had here. And it wasn't last week, we had the snow last week. But the week before, we had a great time with the Platypus, new album Platypus by Amber Lamps. Sorry, Steve and the guys. Brian, I didn't mean that. Amber Lamps. We're coming back with Avid Gamblers, though. Stay tuned. Stick around. Too many bands.
I saw on the street, you must have slapped you right off your feet. That's great, but you were working late. You stayed within that night. I was in the dark, now I see the lights. Insane, you said I could explain. Don't tell me another story, don't tell me another lie. Just tell me, yeah, you told me true. And never say goodbye for the drive. And don't give me your main excuses. Don't think you can make this right. Don't think that I like the excuses. Just feeling good before I say goodnight. You say that I got it wrong, but part of me knew it all along. That's fine. This is a waste of time. You wasn't trying for his friend too well. I once think I thought I knew you well. Guess not, but you were better than that. Don't tell me another story, don't tell me another lie. Just tell me, yeah, you call me true. And never say goodbye for the guy. And don't give me a lame excuses. Don't think you can make this right. Don't think that I like the excuses. Tell me the truth before I say goodnight. Don't tell me another story, don't tell me another lie. Just tell me the same story, well, not exactly, but you get the point. Don't give me a lame excuses. Don't think you can make this right. Don't think that I like the abuses. Tell me the truth before I say goodnight.
And you are back live with Bridgeside Live. And we are here with Avid Gamblers. Guys, that was awesome.
Thank you.
Switching up the style of music a little bit this week for us, and I really like the change. Not that I don't like every band that comes here, but, you know, we need a little more hip-hop, a little more rap, and I love the accompanied by a band that was awesome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Where you all hail from? Where I know you have that's a big story. We want everybody on the stream to get to know you guys a little bit. Chuck.
Oh, me to begin. So I live in New York
Yeah.
now. I've lived here for 4 years. I live in Lower Manhattan. Originally from just outside the D.C. area in Maryland. Lived there for essentially all my life.
Awesome. You like it here?
Yeah, I love it.
It's New York City, baby.
Yeah, what's not to like?
What's not to like?
You got Bridgeside Live up here.
We got Bridgeside Live in New York City. All right. Specifically Brooklyn, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, specifically. More specifically.
So I'm
Sheed.
from all over. Born in New England,
Sheed.
lived in Nigeria, lived in Minnesota, but mostly lived in D.C. after school, and then came up to New York City.
Awesome. Mr. Angry Man.
From the burbs,
Angry
of here,
Ben.
about an hour north of here, up on the Metro North. That's where.
Cool. And you have some type of association with the show by association.
I do. Yeah, Dave from Denizen.
Denizen. Great
He and I
show.
grew up about 5 minutes apart. Hung out pretty much all throughout high school, college, and still friends to this day. So we thank him. Thanks Ross, Big Ross.
Ross Boccaccio,
Yeah, for
one of our men. Yeah.
for hooking it up. And yeah, Denizen, great band. Check them out.
Awesome. Guys, again, thank you for being on the show. We're live with Avid Gamblers, Facebook, YouTube. Send us your questions. We're going to go to the first question from the stream. Cousin Billy in the control room.
First question is not a question. It's a comment from Steven Jarrett. No questions, but just wanted to say that you guys murdered the performance.
Steve Bills.
Thanks, Steve Bills.
Thank you.
Much
Steve
appreciate
Bills.
for tuning in, for all the work you do with Chrome Bills. That's a great podcast. You should all check it out.
I do an underground hip hop podcast called Chrome Bills, and that's one of the co-hosts. Shout out C's Mics as well.
Thank you, C's.
How long you been doing that for?
Podcast probably 4 years now. We're like 120 episodes in.
Awesome. I think you're like our 57th episode.
Not that we're counting.
We're not counting at all. It's hard to forget the names sometimes. It's every week. It's awesome, though. It's a great experience. Again, thank you for being on. Guys, how did you form the group known as Avid Gamblers? I'm sorry. Are you Avid Gamblers? Is that the whole idea?
The
Spend a lot of time at the casino?
I think it was one of those things that someone said and it just stuck.
Just stuck.
But what happened was my girlfriend, now fiance, and Rashid's wife worked at the same company, and I went over to his place. We had never met, and everyone was asking me to freestyle. We were drinking, and I saw that he had a guitar, and I was like, I'll only freestyle if he's going to play guitar. Thinking that would probably quell the conversation and it wouldn't actually happen. I was very
Waiting for this moment for
intoxicated.
10 years.
So it ended up being that like we got everyone in the room to hand clap while he played a guitar riff and I rhymed. It really wasn't that good, to be completely honest.
Good enough to
but
get
it, like,
you at this.
it sparked it, and then like within a few weeks, Rashid invited me to his band practice, which was really the inception of this band.
Yeah, band practice. Come jam with me so we can make a
Rashid and I
band.
were in a band all throughout college, jam band style, called Rightly Guided Thieves. Played it.
What was it called?
Rightly Guided Thieves. We played all over the north. We played a lot of fraternities. I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
It was Animal House.
We played
for
every
sure.
single one. Yeah.
Awesome. We're going to go back to the next question on the stream. Mr. Liatsis.
Next question from the stream. This is from Peter Vale, and then we have a couple of questions after this. Why is
Cousin
Ben
Pete.
Angry Ben?
Great question.
Ben,
so
you want,
angry,
Ben, you
man.
want to take that one?
Why?
Yeah. So by day, I'm not particularly angry, but we practice over somewhere on the Lower East Side, and the walls are pretty thin for a practice studio. And one time after a work happy hour, there was some band playing Weezer, and they didn't just do it once; they did it for like an hour and a half. And so
Same
somewhere
song,
along,
same
same song, yeah, sweater song.
4 chords.
Yeah, sweater song for an hour and a half. So at one point I started like banging on the wall, and I didn't know Chuck prior to this. So he saw me and he was like, "Whoa, what is this? Like Angry Ben?" And so then he was like,
Angry
yeah.
Ben came out.
Yeah.
The original band title was Angry Ben and the Avid Gamblers.
That's right. That's right.
That's serious.
And the other thing about Ben is that when he gets angry, he doesn't filter himself. Not just when he's in a private like room, but if you're at like a concert and he's pissed off about something, about the show, about the band, he'll just say it regardless of who might be around.
Chuck's convinced we're gonna get beat up at a hip hop show.
We're all convinced.
But
Oh, yeah.
I'm
We're
like, yo,
all
if it was
convinced.
gonna happen, it would have happened.
We went to I think it was at the Edge or one of the shows over by Peter
Odyssey.
Luger's, and it was an Odyssey show, and he was trashing one of the openers so bad, and I was like, dude, this is not going to go very
Not
well.
Odyssey.
Keep it down.
Much
Keep it
respect to
down.
Odyssey. If somehow
yes,
you're
of
watching
course.
this, thank you for all the work you do. Not
doesn't-
you. It was not
Ben doesn't
you.
realize that the first time you get beat up is the last time, right? Like you've never been beat up until the first time.
This is great.
Maybe your life will take a turn and you won't be so angry in the future.
He's better. He's
maybe
better
you'll be
already.
happy, Ben.
You should be doing okay.
Thank you.
You're on Bridgeside Live, man.
Yeah,
What's to be angry about?
I'm not angry now. Look at that.
Look at that. He's now on Bridgeside Live.
happen
We've
at
turned
any
Angry
time.
Ben into Happy Ben.
Thank you, Bridgeside Live.
Monumental night in Ben's life.
Huge.
You're Mr. K chromosome? Not Mr. K, but just K chromosome.
K chromosome, yeah.
What's that? How's that originate?
That's so I started freestyling in probably the mid '90s, and my friend Sean, we were trying to come up with rap names. I had a really bad rap name, and then at the time it was Cerebral, and he jokingly said I was flipping out about something really petty, and back then a slang word was kirk.
Okay.
And he was like kirk out, and he was like, "Why are you kirking out? It's like you got the K chromosome." And so a lot of stuff rhymed with it. I was like, "K chromosome. I'm home alone. I got a broken phone." And then after that, it just stuck.
You can hold your own.
Yeah, I can hold
K
my own.
chromosome.
Exactly.
Boom.
I eat Toblerone.
Hit it.
Sorry, Ryan. Audio. What's your name again, Sheed? You had two names.
Captain Romance.
Captain Romance. With that big smile of yours, Captain Romance, wooing the ladies, of course. And your guitar licks, bro. You were sick, bro. Everyone was saying, this guy's good.
Thank you.
This guy's
Appreciate
good.
it. Appreciate
You liked it.
Thank you.
Bill? Oh, the Captain Romance. What's the story behind it? I'm sorry.
So the reality is that I'm not actually a very romantic person.
Oh, okay.
But I have a beautiful wife, Christina, and I try to go
Shout out
above and
Christina.
beyond my like half Scots-Irish roots that don't emote, right? To try to be romantic. And then on the same token, I'm kind of like I'm often a go-to. Hey, got to do what I got to do.
Wow.
I try to help other friends out when they need some romantic tips or romantic ideas. I'm kind of the go-to guy for some of that stuff.
So you're a great wingman.
I try to be. I try to be.
I'm going to call you
Engagements,
wingman from now on.
I like it.
Captain Wingman. Professor Wingman.
That might be for somebody
The
else out
doctor.
there. Yeah.
Doctor.
Dr. Wingman.
Mr. Bill in the control room. We got more. Do we have more?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When can we expect? And this is from Dave Schaefer. When can we
Hey,
expect
what's
a
up?
soon that features the line just freestyled? Steve Bannon, C. Spannon.
Yes.
Soon.
Very soon. We would like to get Dave from Denison on the chorus of that song when it does come out.
You want to collab, Dave? Give us a call, man. You know my number.
It was kind of funny because we were trying to put something together in the spirit or lack thereof of Trump. And I was like, you know what? I think one of the cool things would be that I should just freestyle it. So I had things like going around in my head, and like there was a time where they like wouldn't let C-SPAN in, right? They're like, no, you can't come in. So I was like, oh, it's a cool word combo. Let that swirl in there.
Nice.
Staying on the presidential theme right here.
Presidential.
Caught ya.
Got me.
Ouch.
Katie has a question. She was wondering, what is the band's obsession with Hamilton? Or is there one?
Ooh, is there an obsession with Hamilton? Katie, the resident Hamilton fan here at Bridgeside Live.
It's a great beat. I mean, in general, it's a great beat. And what we do is we've played a lot of songs that we've never actually done live. Like sometimes we'll be messing around and we'll just like Rashid can pretty much play anything like right from ear. So we'll sit there and we've done everything, and even prepping for this show, like 50 Ways to Lose Your Lover to like a Red Hot Chili Pepper song to me freestyling over like the NBA theme music. So the Hamilton thing, I was playing them the thing where it's like Black Thought and Joel Ortiz and Busta Rhymes rhyme over it, and I was just saying like, you guys got to hear this, and he just immediately started playing it on guitar, and we're like, oh, okay, we got to use that.
Nice.
It also went in from one of our existing songs, which we thought was super cool. And then the freestyle beat over that was like, I mean, you can go all day. So, and he did. He crushed
He
it.
made some magic with it.
I try.
How do you? I mean, as someone who can't really freestyle that well, what do you draw for the freestyling? Like, did you just realize it was something you could do? Like, you just enjoy it and just start trying it? It's something you practice at, or you have to have it?
Let's put him on the spot.
No, I think
Right now.
it's a great
Can
thing.
you freestyle answer?
Tony really wants a Bridgeside freestyle right now.
It's like, it'd be great if I had a beat. You guys have to hand clap while Rashid plays guitar. But
Take it back to the roots.
the-
Hold
the-
practice.
oh, we want to do it, yeah.
Here we go.
Try and freestyle to answer the
That
question.
was wrong question.
I can't play without
Here we go.
All right. How do you start freestyling? Yo. Straight up, how could someone get to this pedigree? Believe it or not, my friends were way better than me. I'm talking like 94 or 93. And then it got crazy straight. I met C's Mikes in the battle 1988. Up in Maryland, we were just some terrapins. We play a beat loud as shit in a caravan. Driving to a show, freestyle there for like an hour or two, we didn't know. I'd just be like, yo, can I come in and kick a flow?
Right.
Cause I don't even got time to write rhymes, I just go to a club and demand some mic time. There you go, that's a Bridgeside Live exclusive.
You heard it here first.
That was just a lot of fun. I really like that. I didn't hear anything you said, so that completely defeated the
I got
purpose.
a pretty good job. I get to do that. That's my job in the
I should have
band,
just told
right?
you to do it.
If you look at Kate Cronin,
No, I'm glad you did it, man. I'm so glad.
I wanted to hear him freestyle, and I couldn't hear anything back there.
That's fantastic.
basically
But
whenever we have
it sounded
parties,
really good.
we get, as the party progresses and it becomes the core group, right? There becomes a strong demand for freestyling, and I love it when people have never been there before, because he starts freestyling, he'll pick out stuff from like around them or that happened that day or that relates to them, and they're always blown away because they assume it has to be written, it has to be previously prepared. So
Yeah.
The funny thing is, if you were just freestyling out of nowhere, you would have nothing to talk about. So the fact of being in a new situation or at a party with 20 people, actually, to me at least, makes it easier. Because if
Yeah.
I'm freestyling by myself, it's like just the same sort of nonsensical words of like, you know, I need to go to sleep, but I want to eat.
Yeah,
Don't
whatever.
even have a beat. You know, it's like just.
Well, I will tell you this: if you stick around long enough tonight, we might freestyle some more. Not
I
me,
like it.
but we have our resident freestyler here. at
nice.
Bridgeside. He hasn't showed up yet to the show. He's working, but he's probably watching.
Nice.
Bill, do we have another question, Bill?
Yeah, let's make one up.
So now,
What is the band's? And this is again from Dave. Dave basically provided us a whole long list of questions here tonight.
I'm shocked about that one.
Question. This is question number 2 from Dave. We already got through a few of his other ones. Which is the band's favorite of their own originals?
Ooh, thanks, Dave.
It's a good one, right?
Actually, we were working on something to do for the cover series for you guys, which I've always been weird about doing rap covers in particular, like without a band. Like when someone would be DJing at a party and they're like, "Hey, can you rhyme Big Pimpin' real quick?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to do that." So even when we were thinking about doing a cover, I came up with the idea that we had to do a mashup, and it was the Pixies' "Where Is My Mind" with Ghetto Boys' "Mind Playing Tricks on Me."
I love mashups. Mashups are nice. Medleys, mashups. Guys, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
thank you
It
for
was
having
awesome
us.
having you. Avid Gamblers, great show. We do this every week, everybody. This is Bridgeside Live.
Yeah,
a
and
live,
thanks to Bridgeside Live.
free.
You guys are
Thank
amazing.
you all.
guys.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
y'all for tuning
Amazing.
in too.
Really.
We're a free streaming live concert series. We do this every Tuesday. We go to gobridgeside.com. That's our YouTube page. It links to, and we also are on Facebook. Please subscribe. We need the subscribers to do this every week. It helps us do what we do. Tune in next week. We're gonna have my cousin Ryan back in the. He's in the control room right now, but he's getting back on guitar and shred with the Sabertooth Trio next week. You saw him on Schwiz. Now you see him with the Sabertooth Trio. A couple new friends are coming on the show. Thanks one more time to the Avid Gamblers.
Thank you.
for having us.
See
Thank
you
you,
next
guys.
week.
Appreciate it.
Go Bridgeside.